Welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Hey y'all, things are starting to cool off in terms of the weather outside. Thank the Lord. But they're starting to heat up in the theaters.
Oh, absolutely. We're coming up on the fall season. This is when Hollywood starts to roll out all of the films that they expect to gain some traction and during Oscar and Golden Globe season in the spring. So we should be in for some really, really good cinema over the course of over the next couple of months or so.
Yeah, very exciting. Today we're reviewing the film Sicario for you. It's rated R, has a runtime of 2 hours and 1 minute. This film is an action crime drama. In it, we have an FBI agent who volunteers to work with an elite task force to aid in the war against drugs at the U.S.-Mexico border.
This movie was directed by Denis Villeneuve. It stars Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, Benicio Del Toro, and Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah. So let's get into this thing, okay? Hey y'all, what do you get when you have No Country for Old Men and it meets traffic? You guessed it, you get Sicario. All right. This film is a quick peek into all of the dynamics and what's going on at the U.S.-Mexico border in terms of drug trafficking, and you got a little bit of kidnapping sprinkled in there as well. And that's what you get in this film. As soon as I walked out of the theater, Kev, I was like, man, this film, it feels very much like No Country for Old Men, just on the overall vibe. Very familiar. And the reason for that, I discovered later, was that the director of cinematography, Roger Deakins, did both films, right? And so that explains that. But all of that to say, one, I'll make this point that it's shot very well.
Yes.
I was very impressed with that. And then two, Kev, I was feeling this film, man.
You know what, this movie, you can't help but get drawn into this movie. In the first 15, 20 minutes, something very cataclysmic happens that, you will be drawn in immediately.
Yes.
And you're hooked from that point on. However, unlike Traffic or No Country for Old Men, this film just doesn't hold together quite as well throughout the entirety of its run as I expected it to. For me, what seemed to be lacking was a relatable character to the people in this film. I didn't relate to any of the characters in this film, so it was hard for me to really feel anything for them or get on board with anything they were doing, in any type of meaningful way.
Yeah. Well, script, definitely, there was some things that were lacking. It's maybe mediocre at best. In terms of the characters, with the exception of one, I was really cool with them. I was feeling them. But, what you have with a mediocre script, that's married with an outstanding cast.
I'll give you that.
And that's what really, really helps this film out. I mean, you got two of my favorite actors, Josh Brolin and Benicio Del Toro, that they kill it in this film. They do their thing. And also throwing, the photography, the way this film was shot, it really lifts it up big time.
The cast definitely elevates this above movie of the week quality. Without this cast, I don't know if this movie would have been successful in any real way. But they bring their A game, particularly Benicio Del Toro. He oozes menace in every frame that he's shot in. Josh Brolin, I like him. I've always liked him. We go all the way back to Goonies. All right.
Oh, man.
But I like Josh Brolin. He is suitably smarmy in this film, okay? And after watching him, you'll never want to chew another piece of gum ever again in life. But I tell you this, Emily Blunt, she does her thing. She's not quite, I don't quite get from her what I expected to get from her out of this film, but she's still pretty good. She's still pretty good in it.
Yeah, she's okay. I mean, she's par for the course. Now I'll tell you in terms of characters, what I didn't like was Daniel Kaluuya's character. Right, he plays the partner.
Why you gotta hate on the brother?
Well, man, hey, I gotta.
There's only two of them in the whole movie.
Yeah, and there's only one that's got a speaking part, I believe, and that's Daniel. But hey, we wouldn't be the Movie Brothers if we didn't address this kind of stuff, y'all.
Point taken.
Listen, he's the partner of Emily Blunt's character, and I have never seen a weaker character, man, portrayed of just this, he's an FBI agent. You think an FBI agent is supposed to have some have some guts, man.
Some salt.
Some salt, man. Have some weight to him, right? And he just does not have that. He's weak all the, way across the board. And a borderline coward, man. And especially with him being the only brother with a speaking part in the film, that rubs me the wrong way.
I don't know.
So I wasn't feeling that at all.
I felt like he was definitely intelligent. I felt like he brought intelligence in ways that Emily Blunt's character did not. Okay. But he did.
That's a good point.
He definitely did come across as sackless from time to time. But I think that was due to the script. I think that really was due to the script,
right?
And not Daniel Kaluuya's performance in it.
Right. No, his performance was fine. Yeah, so I would agree with that. But that's a good point because he is intelligent, and I can appreciate that. But with that said, Kev, I think can we throw some points on this thing, man?
Let's do it.
So hey, overall, again, mediocre script, outstanding cast, outstanding photography. Put those together with me, you get an 8 out of 10. I think it's worth you checking out.
That's pretty high praise. That's really high praise.
Yeah, man.
Based on a cinematographer and a mediocre script,
but a great cast and an
outstanding
cast, and hey, lots of violence, as you always get on me.
Some violence,
and you do too. You like it. You won't admit it, but I think you be feeling it too, Kev. But anyway.
All right. Well, for me, everything comes back to Star Wars for me, Ant. You know me. You know me long enough to know that
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Hey, man, we are in. Never mind. I'm not going to go into my Star Wars spiel.
Yeah. Don't.
But everything comes back to Star Wars. I'm looking forward to Benicio Del Toro in episode 8.
Okay.
And most of the time that I'm watching this film, that's really all I can really think about was, okay, what is he going to do? What's he going to bring to that film? Because he was really one of the main things about this film that kept it afloat. All right. I'm looking forward to seeing what Denis Villeneuve does with the Blade Runner sequel. Mm-hmm. He's going to be taking it over. Ridley Scott is going to be producing it. So I think that will be a good vehicle for him. But this particular one, I just wasn't feeling it. Steven Soderbergh, the Coen brothers, they have nothing to be concerned about. This film is not Traffic. This film is not No Country for Old Men. It just feels like it was kind of there to support or be ripped off from by this film. So, in other words, I give this film a 6 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, there you have it. You got an 8 from me. You got a 6 from Kev. You decide. Be sure to check out our website at themoviebrothers.com.
Or you can follow us on Twitter at themoviebrothers.
Yep, keep on subscribing. We see you guys doing that too. We appreciate it. So
love you.
Keep spreading the word. Keep commenting. We always respond when you comment to us, and we love it. But that's the show. I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are the Movie Brothers, and this is the place, the one and only place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.